People of the Purple Butterfly here, otherwise known as People of Seven on Twitter and YouTube, people of elsewhere on the internet. My soaps located at PurpleButterfly-soaps.myshopify.com. My blog, PurpleButterfly-people.blogspot.com. And time to get rid of the roots and go back to pink. And I discovered something. Less hair, less lightener. Yeah. So instead of mixing up two packets, well, two applications, which is two packets, and then when there's two applications, it's four packets, and a large bowl, I'm back to the original size mixing bowl. And if I need more than that, I still have the second application in there, but I'm going to see how far I can get with one packet and short hair. So we'll call this Lightening, the short hair version. Yeah. And this powder is really packed in there this time. So give me a minute. I always do the powder slowly because you don't want that stuff flying in your nose. Or all over your surface. But either way, I use the equivalent of 2 packets of lightener. So that's the first pack. I think I'm going to switch off the Bluetooth so that way the sound is going directly through the camera, because I have to take this off. So give me a second. I think it's off now. The little light went off, so yeah. Nope, I think it's all the light. Hold on. It's flashing. Well, we'll just keep it nearby so that way the microphone will pick up. But obviously I can't have the lightener and the microphone in the same vicinity because, well, we don't want a lightener covered microphone or a Bluetooth because that would be messy. And for some reason my tint brush just got ghost on me, so I'm going to use a regular comb. I usually stir with the tint brush, or I'll just stir with the end of the comb. I have 5 tint brushes in this house and I can never find them when I need them. But I guarantee you 2 seconds after it's not needed anymore, it'll show up like, hey, look at me, I'm right here. It's amazing how that happens. Okie dokie. Here we go. I already put the lightener and the developer liquids in here, so basically I just pour the powder into the liquid and then I just stir until it dissolves and thickens up. And it stops with the crunchy sound. I swear this stuff smells like nice and easy. out some of those little powder pockets. So otherwise you go to put it on your hair and you get this explosion of powder, which means you didn't mix it in well enough. You can say nothing else about me. You can say I mix stuff in thoroughly. Now, it occurs to me I can't part the hair into sections the way I normally do because look at the back. There is no sections. Yeah, it's really, really short. And that's primarily the part that I need to get the lightener on. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do instead is apply it like a shampoo kind of thing and do the sections in the front where there's actually more hair. So that's how I figured out I need a lot less of this mixture than I normally use. I usually use 2 applications as 1 application because, well, I had a lot of hair. And everybody knows when they make these box formulas or application packets or whatever, they only give you enough for like half your head. And if you happen to have long hair, then you need more. It's like when people say, I'm going to dye my hair so-and-so color, and they use 1 box of box color, and there's always surprise, that wasn't enough. Yeah, assume a box of color or a box of purple, whatever, is 1/4 of your head. Well, most people say half the head, but I got a dome, so. And then the longer it is, the more you need. So that's pretty good. I still see a couple of bubbles, but, you know, or pockets where the powder is there, but they're so small now it's not going to matter. And now I don't see them at all because I just beat it up. So we're going to start with the back of the head. And I'm literally going to just smooth it in like a shampoo. And yes, I know the hair stops right there, but I'm still going to go down to where the hair usually is, because there's hair follicles there, and I want those light too, because those are going to be pink as well. Yeah, that was much easier. Okay. Oh well. And that's why you wear clothes that you don't care about when you color your hair. So that way, if it spills on it, it's not something that was crucial to you. Okay. And like I said, I'm getting all those follicles. So where my sideburns were, I'm still putting the lightener there, so that way it can color the follicles, the roots, the hair that was there, the hair that is there. Now we could do sections. Although It's not as easy doing sections with a comb as it is a tint brush, because the tint brush just goes literally right through. But hey, I'm not new to this, I'm true to this, so I can still get it all covered. Every inch, every millimeter, every centimeter, every single bit of it. It's just weird not braiding it out the way into sections first, the way I usually do it, because it was so long and so curly. But yeah, I can feel all the way down to my roots right now. At this length, the hair is all roots. Okay, now I'm gonna go the opposite direction now, because I'm running low on the product. So I guess when you have a big head, it doesn't matter if you got a short haircut, you know, you're gonna run out of product, because, well, I got a dome. But yeah, the parts that need the lightener is the part everybody's gonna look at. That would be the widow's peak and the roots in the front. I'm surprised. I thought I would need less because I have less hair, but yeah. That's mainly true. Look how far I got before I ran out. But yeah. And there's that itch again. I know not to go like this anymore. Although, with my hair being this short, it's not going to matter because, yeah, there's no hair there. So basically, I only have this section right here. But we're going to go ahead and mix up a whole new thing of it, so that way everything's covered. But like I said, 2 applications, so yeah. And I literally stuck it on a scale to measure out the 2 ounces, but because it's already pre-measured, the only thing missing from this container is the 2 ounces that was there. So I'll just take the developer and pour it right to the 2 ounce line, which will be 4 ounces. And that'll be accurate. And before it can set up and get thick, let's go ahead and pour it on into the bowl. That way I don't have to worry about trying to scrape it out of there or anything. Yep, that's completely empty. There's no scraping the edges or trying to shake it out of there or anything like that, because with the 2 liquids, one being a different density, just went straight on in there. terrible with gloves. Okay. Too bad there's no way you can measure a quarter of this product. It's like half or whole the whole time. You can't just say, okay, I just need this amount. Excuse me, I let the powder escape. Got in my nose. This is why I usually hold my breath when I do that part. That's packet one. Now we're on packet two. I knew that's going to try to spring out there like that. That's why I leaned back so it couldn't. Okay. I also discovered a couple of times yesterday, because it was 76 degrees, that I'm sweating, and it wasn't an issue. I didn't have to push my hair out my way, so forth and so on, because there is no hair right now. I just went like this and kept going. None of it drained into my face. It all went into my hair. And then as soon as you wash the hair, all the sweat is gone, goes away. Also, I sprayed my hair with some water, and I could feel it clean down to my scalp. That was quite refreshing. Okay. Nearly there. But apparently I mixed it so quick it didn't have time to thicken up, so I'll just give it a chance to do that. But I don't have to worry about all the little grainy sounding bits, because those are all mixed in. We'll start over here. We'll attempt to make sections, but you know, there's not enough here to make a section with. I'm just gonna get it all coated, front and back. Yep. since I already did the back, I can just use lots of generous amounts on the front. And catch it before it spills. This is a new experience. I don't think I've ever had my hair this short in my life. Except for when I did a, wasn't quite a big cut. I literally shaved it off. And I didn't have to worry about coloring it or anything like that because there was no hair whatsoever. You know. So I didn't have to worry about trying to section it. I just literally let it grow back until it was long enough to braid and went from there. But even then I wasn't coloring. The coloring aspect is new. I didn't start coloring my hair until like 4 years ago. And I'm talking about something that happened 20 years ago. Okay. Let's see if I get my finger through there. In a thin section instead of a thick section. And then I'm just literally going to mush the hair through. That way I'm sure it got the roots and everything else. Interesting, some of the hair was still long. Okay, now, make sure I didn't miss any sections. I'm just going to take the rest of it and get it on the hair, on the roots, on everything. Let's make sure I get all the sections, including the side of the ear, because I do grow hair there, so when it grows back, it's going to be pink. Theoretically, this erases this pink too because it's a lightener, but Iro tends to survive the lightening process, which is why I use it, because you can't bleach Iro away in one session, because it doesn't go. It says, I'm here, I'm not moving, get used to it. Now, there are people like AKA Aislinn that are expert at hair color, and every now and then they just do a clean slate and commence coloring a rainbow or a mermaid or some design. And when it comes to let's erase everything with a blank slate and so forth so on, she was quite upset that that pink stayed in her hair darn near a year. It was like even when she colored over it, when she did the blank slate, the pink was still hanging in there. But that's primarily why I use Iro, because it's hard to get the pink out of there. Even when you do your roots or do a blank slate, the pink is still there. I'm always going to be pink. So, for me, that works. Let me put this up. I'm not sure when the video stopped, but yeah, I mixed up a second one, got it all over, made sure I got my hairline because that's an area that is easy to miss, and then smoothed it in, put it completely over all the hair instead of just the sections because I'm going to recolor it anyway. So if some weird dimension arrow decides to disappear with the lightener, because it never does, it will, all the sections will be congruent. It won't be a little banding line where the lightener went here and you missed this section and then here's the color. I did everything. I tend to do a blank slate, but with Arrow, the blank slate is all the hair that was dark turns light and the pink still stays there. That was a point of contention with AKA Aislinn. She tried to do a blank slate, but she was using Arrow pink. Pink does not go. It just stayed there like, yeah, try to get rid of me. And yeah, that's the reason why I use Arrow because the pink does not fade. Even with bleach, it's hard to get rid of it, and I'm not trying to get rid of it. Yeah. So this has been Peepla on Twitter and YouTube, Peepla elsewhere on the internet. My soaps located PurpleButterfly-soaps.myshopify.com. My blog, PurpleButterfly-Peepla.blogspot.com. I'll bring you back. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye now. Yeah, that's why I use ion cream oil lightener. Look how light those roots are. Yep, yep. Time to rinse it off. I'll bring you back. Now on to the pink. Of course, this is the final look. My pink is back. My new haircut is haircut in. My curl pattern is back. Trying to keep the front straight, but it's going to curl up too. So, yeah. In the meantime, I got a little bit of the hair dye on my skin. That'll wash away in a couple of days on its own, but I'm going to put some conditioner there to help encourage it along because it's stained where I don't have hair, so that's kind of a fun look. This has been Peepla7 on Twitter and YouTube, Peepla elsewhere on the internet. My soaps located PurpleButterfly-soaps.myshopify.com. My blog, PurpleButterfly-Peepla.blogspot.com. Y'all stay blessed, stay tuned. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bye now.